those that look like grassy like this, they also include maize. Things like sorghum. These are to provide what? Energy. So if you feed your animal with a lot of this, you have actually provided quite some good amount of energy. There will be a bit of protein, but the protein will not be 100% as it is. There would be, you need this to provide the energies, and plants like this is a caliandra. These are leguminous plants that are richer in protein. Okay? So if you want to feed a cow and you want to provide a cow with feed that will bring closer the ratio of 70 to 30%, 70% energy, 30% protein, normally you are advised to take 2 portions of this. Like assume you have equal portions. You take portion 1, energy source, and then another portion, protein source, and no, another you take energy 1, 2, then protein from such to be 1. Now you will have come close to 2/3 energy source, 1/3 protein source, and that brings you closer to what we would call a 70%, 30% energy. If you want to make concentrates on your own, like maybe your own dairy meal, you would want to go for energy sources like maize germ, wheat bran, pollen. Those offer energy. You would take 2 portions, that is 2/3, 1, 2. And then things like sunflower cake, cotton seed cake, or cakes like soya cakes, you take 1 portion. You mix. You have come close to making your own dairy meal that has that has maybe more energy and a 1/3 protein. We get that? Now that combination helps with making your animal to attain the right ratio so that they can be able to be productive. You have heard it said many times that animals need dry matter. That means for stuff like this, much as they are very nice and succulent, grasses are around 70-78% water. Okay? And only about 30% feed material that actually is supposed to be the source of energy and protein. So you are told you are better off feeding your animal with dehydrated stuff so that you get a higher concentration of nutrients, and then the animal will take water as water, not water through grass. And that is the reason why farmers are encouraged to dry or dehydrate their feeds. You understand? Yeah. If results are your aim, then always focus to wilting your grasses for your animal so that they can access enough nutrients, and then take water as water so that you can now be able to help them to produce milk, produce fertility, produce growth, produce meat, and reduce wastage. Okay? Now we talked about the age of harvesting. Look, assume this is a sorry, there's a lot of setting here. Yeah, yeah, it's hot. Assume that this is a, you see, this is the same stuff that has made this. This one. Yes. Yeah. Okay? This is sorghum, okay? Yeah. And this is young sorghum. Oh. If your animal is full on this, yeah, this is sorghum, isn't it? Yeah. You feed your cow and get satisfied on this sorghum that is not very young, that is not very old. Old, yeah. It is It will surprise you to note that if your cow feeds this and gets full, it's not the same as feeding this and getting full. This is highly ligneous. The nutrients in the overgrown sorghum that has already produced seeds is stronger lignin. It has locked up the energy, it has locked up the protein, it has locked up the minerals, it has locked up the trace elements that the animal would have easily accessed if it was in a succulent younger age that is below the tasseling stage. Okay?
It means this one is the complementary.
Yeah, this one has more readily available. And we said a cow does not access nutrients unless the same nutrients have first of all fermented. It is harder to ferment overgrown fodder like this than it is to ferment this. Younger succulent stuff ferments faster than older overgrown material.
Just like us.
Yes.
Just like us, as you say. That therefore means if we want really, because we are doing feeding for results, we must do something about it. Always know, particularly if it is sorghum, like this, sorghum must always be wilted to reduce the poisonous material that can kill your animal. So when the sorghum is slightly younger, it is higher in poisonous material than when it is older. But at all stages, to avoid